cave dwellers. So, here we are in the High Wall of Lothric. What? Yep, that's right. We're in the High Wall of Lothric. Remember when I told you guys last episode that I'd make up for playing without you? Well, here's what I'm going to do. Here's the plan. So basically, what I'm going to do is, today's going to be a bit of a topical episode. I sort of just want to give you guys my opinion on Dark Souls 3, sort of, you know, a laid back, I guess, sort of, kind of a review. Not really, though, because it's not, like, official. It's not an official format, but I figured, listen, to make up for it, I'll give you guys my opinion, and I'll take you on my grinding journey with me, for Titanite shards, because, I did some research, and, the next area can be a bit of a bitch if you don't, have the necessary gear for it. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Essentially what I think about this game is, I mean, I always love games that go off the beaten path, right? And Dark Souls has always been that kind of a game, even before when it was when it wasn't as known, you know, when it was back when Demon Souls was still considered a niche hit and not sort of the game that started it all. Dark Souls, just the Soul series in general, have always been known for pushing boundaries, taking chances where they wouldn't usually take chances, or where games in general wouldn't usually take chances. So I've always loved that about this series. One thing that it's something that you can really appreciate, you know, as a gamer and as someone who enjoys gaming. Oh Lord, no. I didn't want to be in character for this episode, but sometimes I just can't resist it. God, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Ugh. This guy drops Titanite. That's why I want to kill him. Ugh, God damn it. But yeah, so like I was saying before, Dark Souls has always been one of those games, just the Soul series in general, you know, that includes Bloodborne, has always been a game that pushes boundaries, and Dark Souls 3 is no exception. Dark Souls 3 pushes many boundaries that test the will of gamers, as well as, you know, whether you're casual or a veteran, this game will push you to the limits. And I can tell that just by, you know, just by doing, you know, all of, you know, this walkthrough. I can tell, or this Noobthrough actually. I can tell that this game is a game that is not afraid to test the limits. It's not afraid to, you know, test gamers and test their willingness to pull through. And any game that can do that and garners the following that this game has, in my opinion, or that this series has, is fucking incredible. As for Dark Souls, you guys obviously know that I loved Bloodborne. I adored Bloodborne. I always talk about it throughout this series because I think it's one of the most innovative and risk-taking games I've ever played in my life. And on top of that, it was my first Souls experience. I never experienced a game like Bloodborne before. I can't help it. But anyway, I never experienced a game like Bloodborne before. And to have an experience like that, it really changed my opinion on the way games can be played and the way they can be experienced. I never experienced a story told as subtly as Dark Souls. I'm sorry, as Bloodborne. And afterwards, excuse me. Afterwards, when I went back and watched playthroughs of Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, and even I actually got the opportunity to play Dark Souls 2, Sorrow of the First Sin, over at a friend's house. You know, watching those games, it sort of made me realize just how innovative games can be in an era where it feels like everything has already been done. And even though Dark Souls doesn't necessarily take its cues, oh God, it's you again. Well, I'm not scared of you this time, Fatty McGee. Even though Dark Souls does take its cues from a lot of other Western-style games in the past, it doesn't follow the formula that you would expect Western games in general to follow. It really does take its own path. It takes its own, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? It takes its own look at things and analyzes them like in the most unique way possible. For again, for an era where nothing is really new to us, and nothing is really as innovative as it was in like the N64 era. You know, a game like a game like Super Mario 64 is considered revolutionary because it brought the whole 3D platformer thing to a wide audience and sort of introduced it sort of made people understand that like you can have a game like this, you know, you can have a 3D game like this and still have it be a fun, interactive platformer experience. And Dark Souls, in my opinion, did the same with Western RPGs. It took the idea that you can have a game that doesn't have a lot of dialogue like Western RPGs usually do, doesn't have a ton of cutscenes, you know, doesn't like a game that's incredibly subtle, but still so grandiose and impactful that it sort of makes you, I guess, question the fabric of gaming. I mean, seriously, I mean, I would go as far as to say that. I mean, honestly, after experiencing Bloodborne, I never looked at games the same way ever again. I will never look at games the same way ever again. And it's because that game literally changed the way I think about everything in terms of how you can execute a game, in terms of the difficulty, you know, that is considered normal in a game. Bloodborne really changed that for me, and I play. It's actually funny. After playing Bloodborne, I played The Witcher 3, and that game, you know, obviously it's a more classic Western RPG in the sense that, you know, it's developed. It's made by Polish developers. It's made by. It was developed for. A more westernized audience overall, and you know, audiences that are used to games like Skyrim and you know, Fallout, Bethesda games, you know, and as well as games like Warcraft, you know, like me. And The Witcher came out right after Bloodborne, and I played The Witcher right after Bloodborne, and experiencing both those games in succession like that, it made me think like. Gaming is fucking incredible. Like, just gaming, being a gamer, it's so amazing. And we really are living in such an amazing time where games can be this diverse and can tell, you know, these incredible stories. And especially with games like with the Soul series, literally, this game has some of the thickest lore I've ever seen in a world before. And the stories are like the stories are barely told, but if you read into it, I mean, you know, they're barely told in the context of the game. But if you read into it and you do your research, you'll see this is a thick, lore-filled world with tons of, you know, just stuff to learn and analyze and interpret. That it's like. How is this even possible, you know, to say so little, yet so much at the same time, in a game that's so difficult. And on top of that, you're adding that extra layer of difficulty with the story, you know, because the story is so interpretive and comprehensive, you know? So, yeah, I mean, again, like I said, I want to make this video more unadulterated, because I really wanted to let you guys know how I felt about this game and about this series, and more so about the series than about the game, because I feel like you guys know how I feel about the game already. I fucking love it. I love this game. It's one of the most brutal experiences I've ever had in a game, as you guys could see. I mean, listen, I document it, for God's sakes. So it's definitely one of the most brutal experiences I've ever had. It's punishing as hell. But it's satisfactory. It's like this game is a definition of satisfaction. Like just like it's a definition of working for everything you have. You know what I mean? Like the reason why I have what I have, the reason why I'm wearing this armor, the reason why I have this sword upgraded to the way I do, all this stuff, is because I worked for it. The game didn't feed it to me. I freaking worked for it, and it feels awesome. Oh, who are you? I've never seen you before. Should I risk it? Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. Backstab king. Oh my god, he's super powerful. Alright, wish me luck, guys. But yeah, this game changed my perspective on things, and this series in general changed my perspective on things. And I'm so happy that I played Bloodborne, and I'm playing this game currently. And yeah, it's really it's a doozy. It's definitely a doozy. But yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun together on this journey. Because it is just getting started. You know, I have so many more things that I'm planning for this channel, and I can't wait to show you guys. Honestly, like, I'm so excited to bring this channel to you and sort of, I guess, unleash my ideas on the world. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. Obviously, we're gonna beat this damn game together, and you guys are gonna witness it. And I can't wait for that, and it's gonna be fun, and I'm happy that you guys are here to see it and come on this insane journey with me. I wish I had a YouTube channel when I was playing Bloodborne, because if I did, I would have totally filmed it and brought you guys along for the ride. But I don't know, I guess I wasn't confident enough yet in myself to think that making a YouTube channel, especially a gaming YouTube channel, would ever work out for me. But now I gain that confidence, and I'm willing to wait as long as it takes, you know, for this channel to really grow and prosper, because I want to persevere. I want to be as good of a personality and as good of a gamer as I possibly can, and I want you guys to experience that with me. But yeah, I think we got enough Titanite shards to upgrade the broadsword, so let's go back. Oh man, this commentary got real, huh? Oh man, this got real. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna be funny again. You know, I'm gonna be back in character next episode. You know, I'm gonna be myself again, quote unquote. Because this, to me, what I'm doing right now, I don't feel, you know, I guess what. how can I phrase this? I don't feel like I'm really being myself. I feel like myself when I'm being goofy and funny and I'm entertaining people. That's when I really truly feel comfortable. As a personality, and just a human being in general. Or, you know, right now being so calm and collected and talking in this straightforward manner with, you know, with minimal jump cuts and all this stuff. It's just I feel so like I feel slimy, you know. But yeah, let's see if we can upgrade this. Yes, we can. Perfect. I'm gonna be Titanite shard broke now. Oh my god, I can't upgrade anything now. Oh man, this game. But yeah, guys, that's sort of what I have to say. And I'll trust me, I'll be back tenfold for the 10th episode of this series. But yeah, thanks for tuning in to episode 9 of the Gabe Cave Dark Souls 3 Noobthrough. I know this episode was a bit different. It was a bit more toned down, you know, but again, like I said, I'll be back and stronger than ever for episode 10. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the flip.